Hello, everyone. So there are three ladies here. You must be thinking, why these three ladies? What are they going to talk about? And why are they having a channel? So I'm also wondering. So when we met that day, we were actually talking about sustainability, how we survive it for the next 10 to 20 years, right? But then this idea came about. And it's so crazy. And what is this channel called?
Fearless 50s.
We are now having our own channel, and we're going to talk about
Everything that we're afraid of after 50s.
yeah.
You know.
Before and after.
exactly.
Yeah. I prefer the before, after, no before.
If no before, there's no after. So we
Exactly.
definitely need the before.
Yeah. So now that we have lived half a century, right?
Yeah.
That
What
makes
is it
it sound so bad. A century.
But we don't look more than half a century.
No, definitely.
Do we? So if you feel that we don't
Say
look
no.
half a century, yeah, say no. Just type in the comment that you don't look half a century.
Tell us we look fabulous. Over 50.
So anyway, being the first episode, our first shooting, our first recording, because of this channel, the name of the channel, Fearless 50, tell us, or let's tell our audience, what is it that we fear most? Would you like to start? Anne, would you like to begin?
Of course, being old, that's very scary. And well, we've had our 20s, 30s, 40s, when our body is like not aching, all still functioning very well. We're still functioning very well, but of course, we are so fearful of what
talking about that bone aches and all that.
Yes.
Right? And then I also look at myself, and I recall my mom in her 50s. It's like, gosh, I'm nowhere compared to my mom. Because my mom, when she was in her 50s, she was still working, and because she doesn't drive, so she takes buses. She walks from bus stands to bus stands. It's like, oh gosh, right now, if you ask me to walk from bus stand to bus stand, no way.
But look at Shan. Shan
exactly.
does yoga. Not like us, okay?
Exactly. So
Shan,
about how
being involved with yoga.
Yeah, I think what I did was I actually overcome my biggest fear, and that was to grow fat and look ugly when I die.
That makes sense. Last memory. People's last memory of you, right?
Yeah. So I think the important thing is to be able to, I don't know, go back to as much of your original shape when you were in Form 5, right? I think that's
you're
Form 5 is
I think
17 years old.
You're definitely there.
In our teens.
Yeah, and then therefore when you're lighter, you feel better, your mobility is
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I think that's why I decided to embark onto helping women, mature women, right, over 50, to actually lead better lives.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a very good mission, and very meaningful. I'm sure you will feel that aura, the positive vibes coming on as you.
I feel it, already.
This is very, very positive.
So I would want to follow your class too. Honestly,
I followed.
And then,
during MCO, okay. But I think I prefer like being there. Then Shan can touch. Oh, your bone's not touching the floor.
The physical.
Because
your muscle.
I like that better because. But then during MCO, we had to do what we had to do. That was nice.
That's the pandemic, right?
Pandemic.
So we call it MCO here in Malaysia. MCO means
the pandemic, the lockdown.
The lockdown. Yeah, so that was during the pandemic. Well, anyway, Shan, looking at you, being so fit and all that, and share a little bit about how you keep yourself fit and being energetic.
Oh, I think the important thing is don't ever stop moving. The moment you stop moving, that's when you feel it's very hard to restart.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. And the moment the weight comes on, then it becomes even harder. So I think the important thing is just don't stop moving. Whatever you do, even 30 minutes
Okay,
a
I'll
day.
start now.
Yes, you can just keep moving. Yeah, and just burn those calories, right?
So
I think mobility is very
at
important.
the end of this session, at the end of every episode, Shen will actually demo something
And don't
you,
tell them that we're gonna follow from behind.
you can, that everyone at home can actually do a few actions here and there.
Yeah,
right?
like every morning, what we can
So
start our
stay
day
tuned
with.
until the end, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Now,
yes.
no, and yeah, well, you were actually talking about you your the thing that you fear most.
Oh, yeah.
in the 50s. Yeah.
Well, like everyone else, we all went through a lot in our 20s, 30s, 40s. I went through divorce. I went through relationship breakups, being cheated. All those, everything that's in store. I guess I've experienced it. So I guess the next century, the next half century. Not that I want to be careful. While being careful, I still want to enjoy life, and I want to do it the way I want it. Because like at 50, I feel like there's a certain way that I want to have fun, how I want to have fun, how happiness should look like.
Right.
That's how I feel. Yeah, fear. There's fear of death, fear of being bedridden and all that. But yeah, we have Shen to keep us moving.
And keep us energetic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So my biggest fear is actually about not having an income. Not as we grow older.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I worked as a recruiter at one point of time, and I remember this very clearly. I called up the candidate, and she's actually in her 50s, late 50s, about 57, 58.
Yeah.
And she said, Lily, I'm so happy that you call me. And I feel at 50s, you wouldn't be able to get a job anymore. There may not be people who wants to hire you. Oh gosh, at that minute when she said that, I was, it just hit me. It just hit me. It's like,
invisible. Maybe.
yeah. It's like, if you're 57, 58, you wouldn't be able to get a job, or maybe, who's going to hire you, and you may not even have a gradual income, things like that, monthly income, right? A fixed monthly income, like how we used to be when we were younger. Right? So, and it hit me, and then she asked me this question: Lily, can I ask you how young you are? I was like, oh gosh. And that thing, that was a time when I was in my, I just hit my half a century. And she said,
Yes.
oh, you just turned 50? I said, yeah, I just turned 50. And I tell you, Lily, it will come. It will come that you will feel what I feel. I was like, yeah. I said, even when you're talking right now, I feel for you. So she was very happy that she was very glad that I called her, and then we actually shortlisted her for the interview, and she was really glad. And because of that, we became we are close friends right now, and we still talk. And she's like my JJ, it's like older. She's so much older than us. Right?
Yeah.
So because of that, it really hits me where, wow, if I don't have a permanent job, then what would I do? Right? So we actually, then I thought of, I better pick up something. I better start doing something at that point of time, right? I better start doing something then to grow old later, and then
think about doing something.
Kind of trying to figure out what to do.
yeah, and then by the time you
Figure
try
out
to
now.
figure out what to do, you'll be like in your dementia, right? Did I put my hand back here?
What was I gonna do?
Yeah. Or why did my hand end up in the fridge? That kind of thing, right?
But having said that, I think I actually went through what she went through. Just about 2 years ago, when the former company that I was with actually did a massive retrenchment. And I think it's been 2 years since, and I've never been able to find work. I mean, I think one thing is being a head of department for so many years,
Right.
so you come off certain high value, maybe also a little bit overqualified, a little bit overaged, because we're 54 now, right?
And people will think that you are expensive.
Yes.
And they
And
don't
then-
even want to give your resume a chance.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Then the second thing, they probably look at your date of birth and go, "Oh, she's too old," right?
Yeah.
So I've also been applying for a lot of jobs. Nobody called. Not a single one, right?
Yeah.
And there are like 60, 70 applications that I make. But thankfully, I have my yoga, my burning desire to be a yoga teacher, and I go,
So nice.
why not?
Yeah.
Why not turn it into a
Yeah.
full-time job, right?
Exactly.
And take the risk and take the chance of moving forward with something new.
Nice.
Then at least I still look good while I teach.
But you know, at our age, we have to figure things out, right?
Yeah.
Like Shan figured out
Yeah.
yoga, and I figured out real estate.
yeah.
But there was
Yeah,
9
talk a
years.
little bit about that.
9 years
Let's
ago.
just share with
Yeah,
our audience.
I was in an education business, and then after that, I couldn't figure out what to do. So you know what I ended up doing for the next 3 years after I retired? I was a patch work quilter. Yes, I quilt. Yeah, I did sewing. So I was in a sewing cave
Yeah.
after 15 years of running a learning center for children. And then I decided to sort of take a break, but also making money through sewing. And then one of my friend pulled me out from my sewing cage. She said, "You're too sociable to be stuck in that room." Then,
With the sewing machine and
Yeah, yeah.
every day, right?
yeah, well, of course, like one quilt I can make like 1,000 something. But
Wow.
yes,
Wow.
But
But you
how
know,
long does it take you to
that's
do
the
that
thing.
quilt,
That's the
right?
thing. Like 3 months. So
Wow.
like that for 3 months, it didn't make sense, you know. But of course, I also did some import export of fabrics, things, you know, for that. I figured things out. But you know, when with real estate, learning from scratch. So it's been 9 years.
And then starting
starting
Yeah,
from
that's a really
starting from
bold
scratch
move,
and
huh?
starting
It was.
at that age,
It was.
right?
So
And then,
no context,
Yes.
no
No.
experience,
No.
Wow.
right?
um,
Wow.
cried many nights.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, those tears nobody would know. Only God knows.
yes.
Actually,
And you know, like dealing with clients that's different from what I had to deal with in at the learning center. Parents, when they see teachers, the treatment is different. But when people see you as a realtor, it's different. Some people are nice enough, you know, to treat you like someone who is assisting them. But some people think you're just a sales girl. You know how they treat you as a sales girl, so they don't have that respect. Actually, my profession is a professional profession where we actually have a lot of knowledge. We help people get property, you know.
Right.
So yeah, the changes actually was a bold move, I would say, and
Very bold
I
move.
feel you
Very,
all
very.
should not be scared. I mean, like you're turning 50, you've been a banker
At that
before.
point of time, did you have the fear that you may not have enough income to survive?
Well, during these 9 years, I did go through like ups and downs. Definitely, some days like no income, like for months. But what I made a shift in November last year. I actually put myself in a discipline. I was a teacher, so now I'm putting myself into the discipline of what a student should do. So anything that you do in life, you need discipline.
Right.
Absolutely.
Discipline.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. Correct.
small
Yes.
steps. If it's not daily, it's weekly. So I did weekly 3 appointments a week. I started with that. So from November. So
How did
it's
you
been good.
ensure 3 appointments a week?
The follow-ups, the marketing should be done
But
every
how
day.
then did you begin like from zero, from nobody to call, and where did you actually find these?
Actually, before I actually get the license, I was already telling friends around me, "Hey, I'm going to be a real estate agent. Any houses to
Yeah,
sell?"
that's being you, right?
that's being you.
Yeah,
So-
but that's a proactive measure that everyone should be
Yeah,
thinking
so
about, right?
when the time I
'Cause-
got the license,
Absolutely.
I
So you
already
were, I think,
got
5 steps ahead.
18.
Yeah,
18
well
houses to
done.
sell.
18
Yeah.
houses to
Yeah,
sell.
yeah.
Oh
So
gosh.
I noticed that a lot of real estate agents
Yeah.
have difficulties in looking for listing.
Yes.
I don't have that problem, thankfully.
So,
yeah.
well done.
is it because of the networking?
Yeah.
That the network that you have?
Yeah, you
and
always
the-
have to be in touch.
But
Actually,
I think it's also to be brave, to be
Yeah.
brave enough to ask.
Yeah,
Hey, can
yeah.
you help me out with this? Right? Or I need a
Sometimes-
referral.
Exactly.
Yeah.
sometimes it's
Yeah.
not that way. Sometimes you just like announce. announce,
Yeah.
hey, I'm a real estate agent. When you go to a party,
right, that's you, right?
That's
uh,
you, yeah.
at a party, when people hear that, hey, my friend has got something to sell.
Yeah.
Somebody's got something to sell usually.
Yeah.
It's like
So-
there are also through referrals.
Yes,
I get a
yes.
lot of
Yeah, exactly. I
So
have
I
that
think-
kind of
I
experience.
think
the
in
same.
your 50s,
Yes, yeah.
you should already have that referrals.
Exactly.
But you know
Yeah.
what? I think a lot of people actually don't have that planning for what happens after 50 or what happens when you lose your last job and you can't get another.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you actually find the way in or out,
Yeah.
right?
It has to come from inside, right,
Yes,
Lily? I mean, like you
yes.
have to be.
I can tell you this, yeah, I really experienced this. It came to me not too long ago, right? After coming back from the place that I spent, away from Malaysia, and then I came back and knowing that, not knowing that I have to restart again. It's like starting the engine again.
Yeah, not easy.
So it's really not easy.
Not easy.
And then when I came back, I was
How old were you back then?
that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So you say we're about the same model.
Yeah.
2 years is the
Yeah,
end of the career,
Exactly.
corporate career.
Yeah. So when I came back, I look at myself in the mirror as I brush my teeth and I look at it. I say, hey, do you actually look half a century young? Then I was like, hey, come on lah. I've got so much of experience and I'm not that expensive either, right? I mean, but yeah, how come with all the resumes that I've sent out, there were no sound,
response,
no response, and things like that. Perhaps at that point of time, it was just after the COVID, and then a lot of corporate companies were just picking up and things like that. I told myself that I was like giving myself.
It's a lot of self-talk, even for me.
Exactly.
A lot of self-talk.
A lot
to
of
convince
self-talk
ourselves.
and to let yourself know that hey, I'm not that bad either, right? So and then I'm the kind of person who I won't sit on the problem for too long because I feel that if I sit on a problem for that long, if I drag the thing, I'll become
Depressed?
then I'll move into depression.
Yeah.
And then I may not even come out from that.
Which
That's why I
happened
think
to me,
being with
I think we've
people.
both gone into some form of depression also,
But I
right?
think to keep
Yeah.
yourself surrounded by the right people is
Exactly.
important.
Exactly. So it's like but there will be time where you don't even feel like going for any networking sessions.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't even
I just
feel
want to
like
hide in my cave.
exactly.
Actually, Shen was that last week.
Yeah.
Pulled her out.
Yeah, I know, right? So happy the two of you came, pull me out of my cave. Oh my god, so scary. And then now I'm sitting here. And you pull me out of another cave.
Yeah, and then like facing cameras.
And what did she
the
say
first
before we
time.
started? I don't know what to say.
Can you guide me? That's what she said. But we all need to be surrounded with people.
Empowered, right?
Yes, so that you are not alone and you know that hey, I'm not alone. And as you are surrounded with people, as you hear
The right
people's
people,
story,
Lily.
yeah,
If you're surrounded by people who are not right for your vibe, it'll not be
Then
good
how
also.
would you know what's right, what's
Well,
wrong?
you feel it. Like you feel it. I mean, like I feel good with you girls. I mean, like
it's true.
there are people that I'm really like when I get home, I say, oh, I don't feel like going out again. Like tired. I felt super tired.
Yeah, and then when you are in the wrong kind of people, I'm not sure whether you girls have been to places or networking sessions where you're in the wrong place
Environment.
the wrong environment where people just like see you as a failure, as a
Because
person
they feel
without a
they're
job,
so- they're
right?
so
Because
high up.
they have a job that
Yeah,
is
they're so high up.
right? So
Yeah.
so have you been through that? I think I have.
I have.
Right? I have, and you have.
I have.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
I think
I have, but
I think well, I don't let them. Yeah, I think personal branding, this is where personal branding
okay,
comes
yeah.
very much into play.
So what do you do if you're in that moment? Yeah.
You just fake it till you make it. So first of all, right?
How do you fake it till you make
So first of all, I think people will always remember you for your last known position,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
glory, right? And I think it's important that even though we are jobless, it's not to let other people get you down. Right, you may
No
go
one
home and
should.
you may go home and look in the mirror and cry and whatever and talk yourself down. But when you go up there, it's like chin up, baby. Okay, yeah, don't let them get you down.
Yeah.
And then I think the important thing is when you age, when you go out, you need to look good
Yeah.
every single
an
time.
effort.
Even though you're casual, you still
Yeah.
need to look good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just like us here.
Make sure you have your lipstick on, right?
Yes,
Which is very important.
I
Yeah.
also believe the third perception is if you're at this age and you look fit,
Yeah.
right, and you look active, and your social media or whoever who is trolling you, and they have this idea that wow, she's one tough cookie, man. Nothing gets her down, and I think that second layer of respect comes in regardless of whether you have a job or not.
Have you ever, okay, talking about the social media, have we, any of us, right, ever sort of like cut off some people who doesn't bring in positive vibes?
I have.
Oh,
You
plenty.
do. Why,
Truthfully,
why,
I mean,
why do we need to do that? I'm actually thinking that if I don't cut them off, right, they'll be, as they see me grow, perhaps they may they may
Get
envy
jealous.
or get jealous.
For
or
me,
whatever.
All the time. You just have to get used to it.
they were sucking out the energy of me. I mean, like that's why I had to do
so,
it.
So you need to cut out, right?
Cut off, yeah. I
just
did.
cut.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, I feel bad, yes, of course, because that's not the normal thing that I do. But through learning, through reading, they said it's better off for you if you want to grow.
Yeah.
If you want to grow, you cannot have these people
For
around
the
you.
sake of moving
right.
forward,
Yes.
for the sake of living,
Yeah.
for the sake of, that you want to live a longer life.
Yeah.
I've come to a point, I came to a certain time, there was a certain point of my life, I came to a point where I tell myself, no, I want to live longer than that person. So if I let that person pull me down, right?
Sometimes it's
then,
even family,
I
right?
may not,
Can be family.
Can be family members.
Then I think I've been quite fortunate not to have that.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think it also then comes back to again personal branding and positioning, right? So if you actually give up the right that, hey, don't hate me because you ain't me, right? I'm just gonna do what I do. You don't like, you can get off, but I am not cutting you off, right?
Okay.
So so I think my position is a little bit different where it takes a bit more of an offensive stance, right? Yeah. But then again, I will also boil down to the fact that if you continuously look good, stay positive, stay vibrant, stay confident, right? Like I say again, you make it till you fake it, then that's how it is. Just don't care, move forward. Yeah.
So I think that we have come to the end of this episode.
Yeah.
So our last words to our audience, Shen.
Yeah, well, I think the most important thing is to stay fearless over 50, right? If you don't already have, you need to grow some balls with ladies.
And
Balls are important, yes. Yeah, but always do the right thing so that you're never, you don't feel bad when you do something wrong. You'll always feel bad when you do something wrong. So always do the right thing that you think is best for you, like leaving people behind. Just live a happy life. Do what makes you happy, and just keep on going. Do the best always.
so to me, it's about moving forward. Don't look back, right?
yes,
and
absolutely.
sulk about it,
No,
right? Don't dwell behind. Don't dwell, and just move forward and move forward and move forward. There was this picture, this image. The first image was this girl closing her ears with a lot of people talking around her, and then the second image was she pulled the tongue of this person and the tongue of this person and tie it up. And the third image was she sat on it and became a swing. So I thought that image
I understand.
resonates a lot to me because I'm very sure as we come to a point of life, there may be a lot of people who just like to talk about
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
whether they're talking good about you, whether they're talking
okay.
bad about you,
okay,
right?
okay.
It's okay.
I
Just
don't care.
yeah,
Yeah.
you are you, and
Yeah.
who is that that can help, that can put food on your
Yeah.
table for you, right?
And anyway, we've lived off half of century.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know what?
Scam.
Let's do this together.
Yeah, right.